Welcome to Embers of Liberty.
Our country is strong. A great people has been moved to defend a great nation. Terrorist attacks can shake the foundations of our biggest buildings, but they cannot touch the foundation of America.
In the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex.
Inherently and historically oppose the secret society.
We, as Americans, have the capacity now, as we've had in the past,
long ago,
to do whatever needs to be done
and unwarranted
to preserve this last and greatest bastion of freedom.
far outweigh the dangers
In this present crisis,
justify it.
government is not the solution to our problem. Government is the problem.
Welcome back to Embers of Liberty. We're starting a little early tonight because Joe has to work tomorrow.
Yep, gotta be up at the 5 a.m.
Boo.
Gotta be up at that damn 5 a.m.s.
Boo.
Smell like failure.
Yep,
Hey,
indeed.
it's a man that likes his job doesn't work a day in his life, and that's kind of how I feel sometimes.
whatever.
I don't like getting up that early though.
Don't lie to me, boy.
Gonna go mow a little grass.
You know what all I have to say about that is?
Bullshit.
Anywho, it is another glorious week. We had quite a few things happen this week. Not really anything super interesting, but something rather important did happen. So we're going to talk about that tonight. But first, as usual, Joe, how was your week?
It was decent. Bryson actually got diagnosed with ADHD this week.
Interesting.
And usually I'm not, so how that all started was I had some issues going on with school. And Beth was like, I'm going to take him to the doctor and see what she says. And she was like, well, we can start giving him ADHD medicine. I'm like, I don't want to just start giving my kid ADHD medicine. I feel like they give that stuff away too easily, like candy, So I'm like, I want him to go to a psychologist first. And so we went and had him tested. And sure enough, he's pretty on the higher side. She gave him an 8 out of 10 for ADHD. So we're going to try some medication. Like I said, I'm not the type of parent that's like, hey, if there's a pill for it, I'm going to put it in my kid. I'm not that. Y'all know I'm not that type of parent.
Well, no,
but
you're definitely not.
We're going to try it and see how it goes.
Something about this is not sitting right with me. Anyway.
So we're going to try that, see how it goes. He did get an official diagnosis of ADHD, which, not what you want, but also with him being autistic, there's a lot of kids with autism that have ADHD. But like I said, I still stand by the way I think that I do feel like people, use that as an excuse to not, in some cases, to not discipline their kids and just let the kids run wild.
Well, yeah, sometimes. I agree with that.
Not always the case, but
definitely not.
I do believe they hand that out too easily these days.
Oh, for sure. No, your kid is not ADHD. He just needs his ass whooped. Not yours. But,
yeah, right.
Whatever.
But anyway. I say, because y'all know I whooped that ass.
Yes.
I put it down.
Correct. Anyway.
Man, we getting everybody in here early today?
Well, first off, I told Malik, because I actually have Malik's.
Hi, Malik.
Malik?
I said, hey, we're starting 30 minutes early.
And Propes is in here.
Anyway.
It was really nasally. My bad.
We're going to go straight to Kate. Kate, how was your week? I know it sucked, but why don't you tell everybody else?
Bullshit.
It was bullshit.
You ruined it. And I'm leaving.
And a lot of this.
Yep.
Shit.
Yep. Anyway.
Sorry, Kate.
Yeah, it was horrible.
My week was
That
pretty.
commish, though.
Got commish?
Yeah.
For 3 days.
Nice.
That's faux show.
Wait.
It's real nice.
But was it a good selling 3 days? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. So that's good commission then.
Did 10 grand by myself yesterday.
Nice. Nice.
About on average, a good day.
Well, since nobody's going to ask me how my week was.
Oh,
nobody
I'm
cares.
shy.
Let's talk freedom things. No, I'm just kidding. Justin, how was your week?
It was pretty standard.
Standard.
Yeah.
How's school going?
I have 3 A's and an 89.
Oh, that's some shit.
What's the 89 in?
Macroeconomics.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah. It's actually a challenging class. So, yeah.
Would you agree that it seems like now that we're older, it's easier to retain information?
Yep.
Yes.
For sure.
Like even Beth said that. Like when we went back to school, I'm just like, this is a lot easier than what it was when we were younger.
Well, also you're not trying to do as much anymore. Like you're not trying to balance so many different things, like having fun with
girlfriends and
like
video games.
I have 7 classes crammed into one day.
That's true.
Yeah, it's different for a variety of reasons.
Did you know?
We're also more motivated.
Over in England,
Correct.
kids don't go to school until 9 o'clock, till 3.
Yeah, that's...
and they take like 4 classes.
That's interesting. Well, actually, we used to be that way here in Arab. When we first started high school, we only had 4 classes a day.
Yep.
Well, yeah, Hazel Green was like that too, but...
We had the block system, and then Benway Mountain happened, and...
Yeah, but you're there from...
Because I like the block system. I don't know about you. I really liked it.
I did too. Anywho, but yeah, it was a standard week. Got 3 A's and a B. Almost 4 A's.
You'll get it.
I'm pretty happy with it.
Cool, man.
Seeing as last semester I had 2 A's and 2 B's.
That's still
when
good,
I
though.
finished up, and I barely scraped out a B in biology because
dude, biology freaking sucks. Is it just regular biology 101?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it was
F,
bio
that,
101.
F that class. I freaking hate
was
that class.
Awful. Well, my teacher was terrible too, so that didn't help it.
See, I even had a good teacher, and that class was freaking hard.
I didn't have a good teacher at all. But anyway, weeks are covered. We got a lot of state of dementia to cover, so let's talk freedom things. Now, Kate, we're going to go straight into Chats with Pop Pop.
Damn.
Welcome to Chats with Pop Pop and the 2024 State of Dementia Address. So, we're going to go ahead and let me pull up the show notes on the phone so that we don't have to
bounce back and forth
all the time. First off, wrong one.
While we're waiting, Justin, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm ready. Angry Orchard, as usual.
I'm drinking some wild turkey over here.
So,
Kate, what you got? You got a slushy?
Could you shut the fuck up?
I'm just passing the time.
I'm done. Okay. Like I was. It took me 2 seconds. Pass the time my ass. Pass my foot up your ass. Anywho,
will you flex your big toe? While
it is indeed time though to roll that beautiful bean footage.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
I'm going to play it to 2.5 minutes.
Good evening.
He does look fairly
Good evening.
For right
if I were smart, I'd go home now.
Yes, you would.
And he started out fairly strong.
Yeah, he did.
Mr. Speaker, Madam Vice President, members of Congress, my fellow Americans.
The beginning of it.
In January
1941,
Franklin Roosevelt came to this chamber to speak to the nation. And he said, I address you at a moment unprecedented
what he said was,
in the history of the Union. Hitler was on the march. War was raging in Europe. President Roosevelt's purpose was to wake up Congress and alert the American
that
people
microphone bugged the shit out of me.
This was no ordinary time. Freedom and democracy were under assault in the world. Tonight, I come to this same chamber to address the nation. Now, it's we who face an unprecedented moment in the history of the Union. And yes, my purpose tonight is to wake up the Congress and alert the American people that this is no ordinary moment either. Not since President Lincoln and the Civil War have freedom and democracy been under assault at home as they are today. What makes our moment rare is that freedom and democracy are under attack both at home and overseas.
2:30.
At the very same time. Overseas, Putin of Russia is on the march, invading Ukraine.
I want to pause it for a second, though.
Throughout.
Notice that he did say that it's the democracy is under attack at home and abroad because he's a fucking liar. We all know that democracy is not under attack here by anybody except for the Democrats.
Right.
But he's not referring to his own party. He's referring to the Republican Party, which, you know, at the end of the day, they both suck, whatever. But you're lying like a liar.
Liar!
Failure yourself.
Smell like a failure.
I almost pushed failure first.
You should have. Anyway, continue.
Throughout Europe and beyond. If anybody in this room thinks Putin will stop at Ukraine, I assure you he will not.
I actually think he will, actually.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he will.
But Ukraine can stop Putin. Ukraine can stop Putin if we stand with Ukraine and provide the weapons that needs to defend itself.
What are we at? Yeah, just a couple more seconds.
That is all. That is all Ukraine is asking. They're not asking for American soldiers. In fact, there are no American soldiers in the war in Ukraine, and I'm determined to keep it that way.
Okay. Now, let's first
Look
off.
at her face. She's like, that's not what the fuck we discussed.
Yeah, that's not what. First off,
She's
that's
pretty good.
Liar!
That's not what we talked about, Joe. So, Mike Johnson, through this entire speech, cracks me up. Because Mike Johnson is like...
And he's sitting over there like, son of a bitch, you pissed her off.
Damn it. Why? Why are you lying?
This is the perfect image. What the fuck, Joe? This is not what we talked about. Oh, what? I forgot. Shit my pants. Oh my fucking God, I hate you guys.
Yeah. Mike Johnson during this entire speech is the epitome of, I don't want to be here anymore. But he just won't take me. Anyway, now we're going to skip to 5 minutes and 30 seconds, and we're going to play 2 minutes after that. Yeah, you can go.
History is watching. History is watching.
So quit screwing it up.
Just like history watched 3 years ago on January 6th.
It took less than 6 minutes to bring up January 6th.
Oh, I'm so tired of hearing about January 6th.
Less than fucking 6 minutes, bro.
Let's see. We got enough. We may have enough to last.
Why? Why?
I might have to go get the whole bottle.
I'm so tired of hearing about January 6th, okay?
But Justin, it was the worst day since the Civil War.
I don't know. Just listen to him describe it. Go ahead.
When insurrectionists stormed this very Capitol and placed a dagger to the throat of American democracy. Many of you are here on that darkest of days. We all saw with our own eyes the insurrectionists were not patriots. They'd come to stop the peaceful transfer of power, to overturn the will of the people. January 6th lies about the 2020 election and the plots to steal the election posed a gravest threat to U.S. democracy since the Civil War. But they failed.
Shut the fuck up.
America stood.
Sit the fuck down. Mike Johnson's like, God damn it.
America stood strong and democracy prevailed. We must be honest.
Are you yelling?
The threat to democracy must be defended. My predecessor and some of you here seek to...
The threat to democracy must be defended.
he said that's the greatest threat to democracy since the Civil War. I'm pretty sure 9/11 was pretty big. That was a pretty big threat.
I don't think that was so much a threat to democracy as a threat against America. But regardless,
it was a threat to the democracy.
It was a January 6th was not a good thing by any means.
No.
Right?
No.
But it also was not a threat to democracy.
It wasn't as big of a deal as they're making it out to be. It was a big deal, but not this big of a freaking deal.
I'm sorry. It was nothing comparatively to, September 11th, to the Civil War, to all kinds of much bigger events. And to sit here and say that January 6th held a dagger to the throat of American democracy is bullshit. First off, America is not a democracy for about the 18 billionth time. We are a constitutional republic.
Stupid.
So, shut the fuck up. Do we have democratic processes? Yes, we sure do, but that does not make us a democracy. Okay? Sorry, it's not how it works. Anyway, continue. We got about a minute more of this.
What am I stopping to?
7 minutes, 30 seconds.
To bury the truth about January 6th. I will not do that.
Of course
This
you won't.
is the
You're
moment
just
to
going
speak the
to run
truth
into the
and to bury the
fucking
lies. Here's the simple truth. You can't love your country only when you win.
Okay, pause that shit right now. Except the fact that it seems like they don't love their country when they lose.
Just wait until this week on X because it's back. It's back, baby.
It's back. All right, roll it.
Yeah, just fucking. Can't believe I'm having to listen to this for a third time.
As I've done ever since being elected to office, I ask all of you without regard to party to join together and defend democracy. Remember your oath of office is defending against all threats, foreign and domestic.
Why are you yelling?
Respect free and fair elections. Restore trust in our institutions.
He had a nap
and
right
make clear
before. He
political
has
violence
energy.
has absolutely no place in America. Zero place.
Pace yourself, old man.
Now we're going to go to 9 minutes and 30 seconds. He is already outpacing the drugs. Okay, I'm sorry to tell you, but it only goes downhill. Okay, now we're on to abortion.
Oh boy, what's sad is this woman is pretty freaking hot.
Well, first off, okay, here's the thing, right? If we were being honest about this woman, she did not have an abortion in the sense that most people talk about abortions. Okay? When we're talking about abortion, we're not talking about unviable fetuses. We're not talking about miscarriages. We're not talking about anything other than abortion at will because you don't want to have a baby.
We're not even talking about like if there's something wrong with the health of the mother, the baby. We're literally talking about you went out, had a one night stand, and got pregnant,
and now you don't want the consequences of your actions.
Yeah, no, hell with you.
Because you didn't want to take the pill.
In this circumstance, with this particular woman from Texas, there should have not been any issue with performing an abortion, but because of Democrat fear-mongering and the way that Democrats want to change the way that we define words, this woman was not able to get an abortion in Texas.
I thought this was the IVF lady.
No, the IVF lady is in between this and that. And I don't even want to talk about the IVF thing because at the end of the day, nobody's banning IVF. Shut the fuck up. The black lady sitting next to her, I do believe, is the IVF woman.
Okay.
Anyway, let's go.
Her doctor told Kate that her own life and her ability to have children in the future were at risk.
The drugs are wearing off, folks.
Act. Because Texas law banned her ability to act, Kate and her husband had to leave the state to get what she needed. What her family got through should have never happened as well, but it's happening to too many others. There are state laws banning the freedom to choose, criminalizing doctors, forcing survivors of rape and incest to leave their states to get the treatment they need. Many of you in this chamber and my predecessor are promising to pass a national ban on reproductive freedom. My God, what freedom else would you take away?
Okay,
Look.
enough. Stop.
And then he later talks about taking away assault weapons and high
Let's
capacity
just
magazines.
let it go the
I know,
through the
but
course
I'm trying to
and not bring up what's going to happen in the future. First off,
by the way, I'd like to add that, Malik, I'm also glad I didn't play the drinking game because I had to work the next day and I would have been sauced.
So, here's the thing, okay? Killing a baby in the womb is not a right.
Right.
Okay? A viable fetus that in any other circumstance would have become a living, breathing, self-sufficient human being, barring other events happening, should be considered as a human being. Just because you don't want to deal with the responsibility of the life that you created does not mean that you get to kill it.
Right.
Okay? That's not how this works. I look at it this way. If you can sit there and tell me that it's okay for destroying a bald eagle egg to be a felony, but you can go kill a baby in the womb, I think you might be retarded. Okay? I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure that people who believe this sound exactly like this.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
Like, don't fucking play this game with me. You tried to censor our God-given right to free speech over COVID. You tried to force millions of Americans to get an untested experimental vaccine through OSHA. Okay? Ain't nobody taking
jobs, their livelihood.
Ain't nobody taking freedoms except for your fucking party.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
The right to kill an unborn child is not a right.
Right.
That is an unborn child. And if you're advocating for that, not only can you not be a Catholic, you're also a terrible person. Which we all need. Anyway, continue for about... just skip to the next one. Because I don't want to listen to this bitch anymore. We're going to skip all the way to 27 minutes and 27 minutes and 20 seconds. Be easier to use the mouse.
27 what?
27:20. And we're going to let this ride for almost 2 full minutes. That's good right there.
There she goes.
Okay.
Just for 2 years.
I have a question. It's a serious question. Can you pause it for a second? What is the deal with all the white coats?
I don't know.
Like, I didn't know what that was about.
I think they just decided to wear white.
But there's a lot of them.
There's
a lot of blue, too.
There's a lot of blue, but that's a normal suit color, so.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Interesting. Okay.
Continue.
And my administration is also eliminating title insurance on federally backed mortgages. When you refinance your home, you can save $1,000 or more as a consequence.
What?
For millions of renters.
That doesn't seem like a lot.
$1,000 or more as a consequence.
That doesn't
For
seem like a
millions of
lot.
renters, we're cracking down on big landlords who use antitrust law, who break antitrust laws by price fixing and driving up rents. We cut red tape so builders can get federally financing, which is already helping build a record 1.7 million new housing units nationwide. Now pass and build and renovate 2 million affordable homes and bring those rents down.
Not how it works.
Well, it will work because...
To remain the strongest economy in the world,
It will work because it'll crush the market because there'll be so many houses that will be unwanted and the prices will come down, but not in the way that they're hoping is going to.
Price caps don't work. Let the market do what the market was designed to do.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not going to work in the way they want it to work. It's going to work in the way that's going to shit on everybody.
Okay, Jeff, shut up. This is funny. Watch this dude right here. What are you going to do there, Pop Pop?
To remain the strongest economy in the world, we need to have the best education system in the world.
Oh, God.
And I suspect all of you, want to give every child, a good start by providing access to preschool for 3 and 4 years
Makes me always
old.
think of salt and pepper.
You know, I think I pointed out last year.
Like the little vinegar malt thing? Yeah.
I think I pointed out last year that children coming from broken homes where there's no books, they're not read to, not spoken to very often, start school, kindergarten, or first grade, having heard 1 million fewer words spoken. Well, studies show that children who go to preschool are nearly 50% more likely to finish high school, go on to earn a 2- and 4-year degree, no matter what their background is.
That has nothing to do with you.
Nope.
I met a year and a half ago with the leaders of the Business Roundtable. They were mad that they were angry. I think, well, they were discussing why I wanted to spend money on education. I pointed out to them as vice president, I met with over 182 of those folks. Don't hold me to the exact number.
Did he say as vice president?
And I asked them what they need most.
Go back.
Did he say that?
I don't know.
Spend money on education. I pointed out to them as vice president.
As vice president.
Hold on, just let him.
I met with over 182.
Well, this is back during the Obama
Don't hold me to the
thing.
exact number. And I asked them what they need most, the CEOs. And you've had the same experience on both sides of the aisle. They say a better educated workforce, right? So I looked at them and I say, I come from Delaware. DuPont used to be the 8th largest corporation in the world. And every new enterprise they bought, they educated the workforce to that enterprise. But none of you do that anymore. Why are you angry with me providing you the opportunity for the best educated workforce in the world? And they all looked at me and said, I think you're right.
Hold on. First off,
I want to
I'll take shit that never happened for 1,000, Alex. Second off,
Liar!
I don't think
No, okay.
I don't think liberal arts degrees are in high demand.
Yeah, like,
So maybe shut the fuck up.
you're not going to go work at DuPont with a liberal arts degree.
No.
Well, I take that back.
I mean, you could.
There are some liberal arts disciplines that do go in that are,
but that's more of a
human resources. You know, I think in accounting in the human.
No.
It's a business degree.
No. But I thought business was.
I mean, marketing
is
is a business degree too. No.
Afuera!
Basically, I'm going to educate your workforce in stupidity and expect them to thrive. Okay, that's unfortunately for you, not how this fucking works. Okay, so now we're going to skip to 33 minutes.
As my wife's getting a liberal arts degree, but she's not looking to go into industry. She's looking to go into education.
Correct, which makes it okay. That's close
right.
enough. All right, roll it.
I signed the bipartisan deal to cut another $1 trillion in the next decade.
No, you didn't.
It's my goal to cut the federal deficit another $3 trillion by making big corporations and the very wealthy finally beginning to pay their fair share.
Oh my gosh, I get so tired of hearing this bullshit. Sit down.
Look.
Sit down.
Well, she's.
I'm a capitalist.
No,
You
you're
want to
not.
make $1 million or millions of bucks? That's great.
Nope.
Just
you don't
pay
believe
your
that.
fair share in taxes.
They already
do.
do.
A fair tax code is how we invest things to make this country great. Healthcare, education, defense, and so much more. But here's the deal. The last administration enacted a $2 trillion tax cut, overwhelmingly benefit the top 1%, the very wealthy and the biggest corporations.
All right, so pause. Let's talk about tax cuts. So when they say tax cuts, it's not cutting the percentage of taxes they have to pay every year. It's cutting.
Yes, it is.
What I'm saying is, like at the end of the year, it's not cutting the percentage. It's cutting the what do you call it? Like the things they have to pay taxes on. I guess you would say.
No, it is a percentage change.
Either way.
First off, okay. Regardless of what the percentage is, data would suggest that cutting taxes provides more federal income. Why is that? Oh, probably because when wealthy people do their taxes, they look for every single loophole they can possibly find in the tax code to pay less. Mm-hmm. When they're already paying less, they're less likely to find every single loophole and just pay the tax bill.
Right.
I've got a better idea for you. Okay.
Fair tax.
No. I have an even better idea than that.
No taxes.
Stop spending money we don't fucking have, you dipshits.
Yeah, that too. But also fair tax.
A fair tax would also work. So, and here's the other thing about taxes, right? Your income is taxed automatically. Mm-hmm. When you buy groceries, that's taxed. When you buy a house, that's taxed. You buy land, that's taxed. When you buy a car, that's taxed. When you renew your tag, that's taxed. The government basically exists to go.
Everybody gets a tax.
When women have their period, they get taxed. Did you know that? There are taxes on feminine hygiene products. Mm-hmm. Like a specific tax for that.
Yep.
That is the biggest load of bullshit I've ever seen.
Taxing us for razor blades. They probably do.
But I mean, we don't have to shave. They have to have some feminine hygiene products.
Well, yeah.
No, you don't. You don't have to. You don't know the latest trend? Free flowing?
Oh, I've heard of it. But I am interested in this Diva Cup deal. Like, have you? Don't give us details, Kate. But have you tried the Diva Cup?
What the fuck is that?
You haven't heard of it? It's this little cup you put up in there, and it catches everything.
Absolutely not. It's disgusting.
And it and then when you go to the bathroom, you just take it out, clean it out.
Wash it, put it back in there. Yeah.
Nope.
I'm just saying, in a grid down situation, it's pretty. That would be pretty legit.
Terrible.
Because it's reusable, and constantly, you can reuse it for 2 years or something. I don't know. I'm just saying, in a grid down situation, I would say, as a survivalist type mentality that I like to have, it's reasonable.
Then I might try it. I'm the old fashioned tampons.
Betsy's even more old fashioned than that. She's the pads.
Well, yeah, I do both, but
the pads. Anyway,
do you know how pad? You know how a pad works? Do you know where you put it?
Just right there, isn't it? No.
Where?
Anyway, let's not talk about this.
On the thing?
Yeah.
You think it just sticks to our vagina?
No, it sticks on your underwear.
Okay,
actually.
Thank God, y'all are not stupid.
No,
I asked Justin that.
Anywho,
you kind of fold it around.
We've still got about 3 minutes of this, so let's go.
If they have wings.
Could we stop with the tampon talk?
Next time I'm gonna unfold it and throw it, and it's gonna take flight. Justin's over here.
Emotional damage.
No, I would just like to get through this.
Where's my puke button? Where is it? These aren't listed.
Well, that's me too. But,
Spartans!
Okay, it's
that one.
rich.
Exploded the federal deficit.
Okay.
The only thing he exploded is his
also,
pants.
hold on. I wanted to talk about this too. Nobody cares about lowering the deficit.
What does this do?
That's the Ukrainian flag. Duh.
The federal deficit.
Just watch that whole row. Anyways, we're listening.
They added more to the national debt than any presidential term in American history. Check the numbers.
Okay,
Folks at home.
Hold on. Yet again, let's stop it right there and remind you that the deficit, the spending only got blew out because of COVID.
Things that were unprecedented happened.
Things that were not planned for, and things that the government should not have done regardless got done because of COVID.
Kind of like how he takes claim for creating new jobs in a little bit, and he can't actually claim
because they were recoveries from COVID.
Right.
Weird. Stupid. Anywho, continue.
Does anybody really think the tax code is fair? Do you really think the wealthy and big corporations need another $2 trillion tax break?
Yes.
I sure don't. I'm going to keep fighting like hell to make it fair. Under my plan, nobody earning less than $400,000 a year will pay an additional penny in federal taxes. Nobody, not one penny.
Weird, because my tax rate has went up
yet.
Since you took office.
In fact, the child tax credit I passed during the pandemic cut taxes for millions of working families and cut child poverty in half. Restore that child tax credit. No child should go hungry in this country. The way to make the tax code fair is to make big corporations and the very wealthy begin to pay their fair share.
They already do.
Remember in 2020, 55 of the biggest companies in America made $40 billion and paid zero in federal income tax. Zero.
Oh, maybe because there are loopholes in the tax code.
Thanks to the law I wrote and we signed, big companies have to pay a minimum of 15%.
Malik, why can't he explain why I'm paying fucking $6
and working people
for
paying
a gallon
federal
of milk?
taxes?
Exactly.
It's time to raise corporate minimum tax to at least 21%.
First off, where the fuck are you buying milk at?
So every big corporation.
Hey, the whole milk costs more.
Finally begins the.
We on at 2%.
Yeah.
That's a little different.
And Malik,
I don't think it's a $3 difference.
I'm working on Sunday by choice because I like my job, and we got some like really high, what you call it, highfalutins coming in this week that are really important, and I want to get some things done. I'm answering this question.
Anyway, let's go. We got. Hold on.
Pay their fair share. I also want to end tax breaks for big pharma, big oil, private jets, massive executive pay when it's only supposed to be $1 million that can be deducted. They can pay them $20 million if they want, but deduct $1 million.
Yeah.
End it now.
What are you going to do?
You know, there are 1,000 billionaires in America.
Nothing.
You know what the average federal tax is for those billionaires? No. They're making great sacrifices, 8.2%. That's far less than the vast majority of Americans pay. No billionaire should pay a lower federal tax rate than a teacher, a sanitation worker, or a nurse.
All right, let's stop it there again, because I need to remind you that accumulated wealth is not income. Okay? If they're not making $1 billion a year, why would they pay taxes in the form of an income tax on $1 billion of income?
Also,
are you buying that special milk?
Didn't Elon Musk recently pay more taxes than any American in history recently?
Correct. Because he purchased Twitter.
But Justin.
Because he sold some stock.
But Justin.
In order to purchase Twitter.
But Justin. Billionaires don't pay taxes.
Hey. You shut your mouth.
But Justin, that completely goes against everything I know.
Listen, Elon Musk heard their arguments and said, "Hold my beer," and went.
That man is
and
the
he
troll.
Also did
that man is the troll of the century, so much that he even went to pay more taxes than everybody.
That man gave no fucks.
Just to give the middle finger.
To the man.
And I like it.
Let's see.
You know, as much as a liberal as he probably is, he's kind of libertarian.
The next snippet is 37 minutes and 15 seconds. You can just let it roll if you want.
10 years.
10 years.
And imagine what that could do for America. Imagine a future with affordable child care. Millions of families can get they need to go to work to help grow the economy. Imagine a future with paid leave, because no one should have to choose between working and taking care of their sick family member. Imagine the future of home care and elder care and people living with disabilities so they can stay in their homes and family caregivers can finally get the pay they deserve. Tonight, let's all agree once again to stand up for seniors. Many of my friends,
and here we go with the Medicare
and Social Security. If anyone here tries to cut Social Security, Medicare, or raise the retirement age,
go back.
I will. If anyone here tries to cut Social Security, Medicare, or raise the retirement age, I will. If anyone here tries to cut Social Security, Medicare, or raise the retirement age,
where is it?
I will stop you.
What you gonna do, Pop? What you gonna do?
You ain't gonna do shit.
The working people who built this country pay more into Social Security than millionaires and billionaires do.
We shouldn't have to pay any
fair.
at all because it's not going to be there.
We have 2 ways to go. Republicans can cut Social Security and give more tax breaks to the wealthy. That's the proposal. Oh no. You guys don't want another $2 trillion tax cut? I kind of thought that's what your plan was. Well, that's good to hear. You're not going to cut another $2 trillion to the super wealthy. That's good to hear.
The State of the Union is strong.
I'll protect and strengthen Social Security and make the wealthy pay their fair share.
And on to 40 minutes and 41 seconds.
Malik, I'm sorry you have to buy the milk with the lactate. You know, that a lot of black folks are lactose intolerant. Did you know that?
Did you know that a lot of white people are lactose intolerant?
You know, a lot of people are lactose intolerant.
I'm saying, like, predominantly, though.
Did you know that as you get older, your ability to
process
dairy reduces?
That would not be surprising because I've noticed that the more dairy I consume, the more poo-poo I have to outtake.
For sure.
But I just noticed that. But for real though, I've actually
give him the gag sound.
I've read or heard that genetically though, black folks do tend to be more lactose intolerant because it's a what do you call it? An evolutionary thing, and you know, black folks were here more originally than white folks. Like we were kind of more of an evolved thing because we moved north and became less black. And
Jesus was a white man.
No, he definitely was not. But
I'm kidding. No, Jesus was definitely brown. Anywho,
I just thought that was an interesting thing. I thought that was interesting. And then he said, you know, he had to get the milk with the lactate. I'm like, oh, okay, that's part of that. Yeah, it's interesting.
Don't do that again.
I'm sorry, I'm a nerd.
Don't disrespect Jesus like that again.
First off, that was respect to Jesus.
That's disrespect. Don't do that. Okay, Pop. Calm the fuck
Okay,
down.
so yeah, at this point, the drugs are most definitely wearing off.
It matters. And so does this. In November, my team began serious negotiation with a bipartisan group of senators. The result was a bipartisan bill with the toughest set of border security reforms we've ever seen.
That guy's just like,
oh, you don't think so?
LSD is wearing off.
Oh, you don't like that bill, huh? That conservatives got together and said it was a good bill? I'll be darned. That's amazing. That bipartisan bill would hire 1,500 more security agents and officers, 100 more immigration judges to help tackle the backload of 2 million cases, 4,300 more asylum officers, and new policies so they can resolve cases in 6 months instead of 6 years now.
Oh, okay, pause it. It would also not stop the flow of migrants because you only count the ones who originate from Mexico at 5,000. So when you have your emergency authority to shut down the border, which you already have, granted by this bill, it doesn't count the migrants coming from Mexico. So the number would never really make it to the right number for you.
But you know.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. It doesn't count the ones that don't come from Mexico. So all those people are free to come in. The ones that come directly from Mexico, like originated in Mexico, yeah, those guys. When there's more than 5,000 of those, we're going to shut the border down. Only for those people. It also had a bunch of other shit in it that we didn't like because it's not a single issue bill. And also it had funding for Israel and Ukraine tied to it, which is not part of our border. It's somebody else's border. Yeah, fuck you. Anyway, continue.
This guy looks like a old version of Slim Shady.
Yeah, that's Eminem's dad.
That's what happened to him. I finally figured it out.
He's the original Slim Shady.
So, and home phone at the
What are you
bottom.
against? 100 more high-tech drug detection machines to significantly increase the ability to screen and stop vehicles smuggling fentanyl into America. That's killing thousands of children. This bill would save lives.
But do they
the border.
scan the holes underneath the
It will
border?
also give me and any new president new emergency authority to temporarily shut down the border when the number of migrants at the border is overwhelming. The Border Patrol Union has endorsed this bill. The Federal Chamber of Commerce is... Yeah. You're saying low. Look at the facts.
Could you stop?
I know.
Just give the fucking speech and shut the fuck up.
I know you know how to read.
But do you?
I believe that given the opportunity for a majority in the House and Senate would endorse the bill as well, a majority right now. But unfortunately, politics has derailed this bill so far. I'm told my predecessor called members of Congress in the Senate to demand they block the bill. He feels political win, he viewed it as a political win for me and a political loser for him. It's not about him, it's not about me. I'd be a winner. Not really. Not really. Not really.
What is that lady saying now?
Her name was Lakin
really.
Riley, I think.
That's MTG. Margaret Taylor Greene. Oh, no. It gets better.
Lincoln Riley.
Lincoln?
An innocent young woman who was killed by an illegal. That's right. But how many of thousands of people being killed by illegals?
And you
To her
literally
parents,
just
I
proved the
say,
point,
my
idiot.
heart goes out to you, having lost children myself. I understand. But look, if we change the dynamic at the border, people pay these smugglers $8,000 to get across
Pretty
the
sure
border.
they pay more than that.
Because they know if they get by and let into the country, it's 6 to 8 years before they have a hearing.
There's not enough alcohol on this
And
planet
it's worth
for this
taking the
speech.
chance of the $8,000. But if it's only 6 weeks, the idea is it's highly unlikely that people will pay that money and come all that way, knowing that they'll be able to be kicked out quickly. Folks,
Look at
I would
Byron
respectfully
Donalds, just a goat,
suggest
man. He's just like,
my Republican friends owe it to the American people, get this bill done. We need to act now.
I thought you'd never ask. Sit the fuck down, Ted Wu.
And if my predecessor is watching,
Where are we at?
instead.
Yeah, let's skip to 47:45.
We're not even halfway.
Oh no, we're over halfway because it doesn't go the full hour and 27 minutes.
47 what?
45.
Look at this bitch next door with that hair.
But 59 years later,
That's obese Harley
our
Quinn.
force is taking us back in
Oh
time.
my god.
Voter
Obese
suppression,
Mexican Harley Quinn.
election subversion, unlimited dark money,
Mr. J.
extreme gerrymandering.
Puddin'.
John Lewis was a
Mr.
great friend
J.
to many of us here. But if you truly want to honor
Hey,
him
Puppy J.
and all the heroes who marched with him, then it's time to do more than talk. Pass the Freedom to Vote Act, the John Lewis Voting Right Act.
Everybody has the right to vote. I don't get that.
How about you?
And stop denying another core value of America, our diversity across American life. Banning books and what's wrong.
They're not banning them.
Instead of erasing history, let's make history. I want to protect fundamental rights. Pass the Equality Act.
So
my message of transgender America.
I'm pretty sure y'all have tried to erase history.
So what's the Equality
times.
Act exactly?
Equality.
You Google it.
Let's see. Basically, give transgender people the same rights as everybody else, which they already have.
But
So
do they
fuck
not?
off.
I mean,
it's just whatever.
Allegedly, that's ignorant.
they have the right to vote. They have the right to go to school. They have the right to do everything that everybody else.
Joe,
is
you
doing.
don't. But you don't understand.
Like I don't understand because like they have the same rights.
When they go to vote, they have to be dead named.
Oh jeez.
Because they're not that person anymore.
I mean, they can get their name legally changed.
Yes, they can.
So why don't they just do that?
How elitist of you, Joe, to assume that everybody would be able to get their name changed.
I
don't even think it costs
legally.
money.
Yes, it does.
It does?
Yeah.
That's logic.
What, 35
We don't
bucks?
do that
Yeah, I
here.
think so. It's not much.
Like it's less than a gallon of gas.
But when
Or
you
not less,
don't
than
have
less than a tank of gas.
But when you don't have a job,
Yeah, when you don't have a job
Or a
because
car?
nobody wants to hire you because you're a whiny loser.
And your hair is 400 different colors.
Yeah. I think maybe if you would
it's a lot of money if you don't
focus on the mental health of these people rather than
allowing
telling
to
them
just
that there's
run
nothing
amok.
wrong with them, may have a little bit better outcome.
At the end of the day, we really do. We really have to start focusing on the mental health of these folks. Because
We just need to address mental health more. Period.
yeah, that's
Correct.
something we've got to do.
It's
Because
not just
especially
image everybody.
post-COVID, COVID brought out a lot in the human
the transgender
domain.
thing wasn't as big of a deal until COVID.
But I'm saying even
because
just
all of a sudden all these kids are at home with nothing to do
Right.
because the virtual education is a joke. And they're on TikTok all day and they're seeing all these trans influencers.
Right.
You know, like the dude that was like, that's why I created a Patreon so that we could talk more privately. No, you're wearing lipstick and eyeliner and dresses with
Quit
a
grooming my
beard.
kids.
How about if I catch my kid talking to you, I'm going to find you and Liam Neeson will not be able to stop me. I will
kill you.
I will end you.
And
Bullshit, not good.
Exactly.
but we really have to address this mental health. There is a mental health crisis. There is. I will say.
It's across the board.
But yeah, it's across the board. Even neurotypical people are having mental health crises. Me, myself, felt that myself.
I think we all felt it in
Like-
our own way.
Like, I became a medicated individual in the past year.
Which I'm proud of you for. You really needed to do that.
And but even still though, even with the medicine sometimes
it's not
overwhelms.
But here's the thing. It's not meant to cure it. It's
Right.
meant to help you
right.
through
And-
the times that you wouldn't be able to get through without the medication. I take a pill every day.
I don't.
She's supposed to. She doesn't.
You need to.
Supposed to, I
You need to.
I don't. I just don't like the way it makes me feel.
Talk to your doctor about it.
I know we've tried other things, and I just. I have different ways.
Try ashwagandha.
Mm-hmm. You can get it at Walmart.
I'm taking it right now.
Is it working for
I
you?
actually feel a lot better.
Is
The fuck
is
is
it? Does it interact with your meds at all?
No.
I thought about it myself.
What does that do?
Try it. So it basically lowers the amount of cortisol that you can produce.
Cortisol is the stress hormones, right?
Correct.
I didn't know you were taking that.
Yeah.
It's just a vitamin you can get from Walmart.
Like I have them in fruit juice.
Yeah.
I just saw something about it and I was like, I'll try that.
They're like $6 for like what, like
Mine was
100?
like $20 because
That's
I got
for like what, 150 of them.
I got the Force Factor.
yeah.
Chewables.
Yeah.
That taste.
You can
like
get the
absolute
ashwagandha just
shit.
like the little gel caps.
Those didn't work as well.
The gel caps never work as well.
The ones that I've got right now, I actually feel a difference. And like especially like with you because you are going through the low T thing, or you were. Ashwagandha will help you.
Helps boost it.
Boost your testosterone because essentially, cortisol and testosterone are made from cholesterol. Mm-hmm. A cholesterol molecule can only be converted into one or the other.
But see, that's weird though, because my cholesterol is fine.
Well, that's not the point.
It's the fact your body uses
your body is using the cholesterol to make cortisol, which is a stress hormone.
That's it. But which cholesterol? Does it use the bad cholesterol or the good one?
I'm not sure.
Because I know that my good cholesterol is actually low. So it would be interesting if it used the good cholesterol.
Right. So it could be leading to you having more of a low T issue. I've actually noticed my shirts fit better since I started taking it because my testosterone has increased, which means my body is working better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like I had noticed that everything later.
Hey, ashwagandha is also supposed to help with
that too, but it helps you. So like,
let me rephrase.
I'm gonna come.
Okay, have you noticed the difference in his?
So here's the thing, right? So it reduces your cortisol level, which naturally increases your testosterone. Then because you have reduced cortisol levels, you sleep better.
Oh, that's why you... Okay.
What?
Well, it's nice you're sleeping better.
Oh, yeah. I was waiting to see if it actually had an impact to tell you to try it.
Your snoring is out of control, though.
Well, get over it.
I'm like...
Dude, CPAP... You need a CPAP, but... And I'm sitting here saying that after I went and paid $500 for a CPAP and I don't even wear it. But the nights that I do wear it, you can tell a difference the next morning.
Yeah. But I have been sleeping better. My shirts fit better. I'm not losing weight, but I can tell that my body is actually attacking the fat and burning it for energy. So, I mean, it has its...
I'm going to look into that.
Yeah.
Ashwagandha.
Anthony Huberman is a neuroscientist. He talks about it.
What podcast?
The Anthony Huberman show, I think. I'm not sure. There's clips of it on YouTube. But he talks about a lot of different things. And there are other...
I'd like to power wash simulate. That's one of my reliefs.
There are some other natural things that will increase your testosterone. But ashwagandha was just one of those like easily accessible and relatively cost effective.
And it makes me sleepy.
And it makes me sleep better. So... it was worth a shot.
I saw it. It's funny because I actually saw it at Walmart.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there like, I've heard good things about it.
Yeah,
I want to try it. But my only worry is would it interact? So I've got to Google that and see how it interacts.
It doesn't interact with anything.
But some vitamin things do. So
this one doesn't. It shouldn't.
But see, I take something different than you. So.
Well, I'm aware of that, but it shouldn't interact with anything.
It shouldn't, but I'm still going to look it up.
Just look it up and see, but it shouldn't interact with anything that you're taking.
And if it doesn't...
Because, again, the mechanism is that it's reducing your cortisol, which should not have any impact on anything else.
If anything, it should help with blood pressure.
Correct.
With blood pressure and anxiety, it should help.
The key, though, is don't take it first thing in the morning.
Why?
Because...
Make you dizzy?
I'll send you a video that Huberman has that talks about it.
Yeah, dude. I'm interested.
So basically, the gist is that your body produces cortisol early in the morning, and it gets you it's
like you want the cortisol first thing in the morning.
Yeah. So like after lunch, like maybe when you eat lunch, take it, and that's what I've been doing.
Gotcha. Because you want the cortisol in the morning to get you going. So if you take it like in the morning, it may be harder to get your day started.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I found that taking it before bed works fine.
Yes.
So
help you sleep at night.
I mean, it takes a couple of days to start.
Right.
Anything,
well, I mean, anyway, that's with
anyway.
anything.
We got way off topic, but that's.
But I like that. I like how we get into that kind of stuff, though.
Anyway,
it's a Joe Rogan moment.
Yeah. Where are we at here?
48, 30, 58.
Oh yeah, we're gonna keep going on this for until 50-58.
I have your back. Pass the PRO-Act.
He just said,
the workers' rights.
Americans, I have your back. No, you don't.
Raise the federal minimum wage. Because every worker has a right to a decent living more than $7 an hour.
Please,
the market don't solve that on its own.
We're also making history by confronting the climate crisis, not denying it. I don't think any of you think there's no longer a climate crisis. At least I hope you don't.
A bunch of Californians would probably disagree with you.
Climate problems.
I'm taking the most significant action ever on climate in the history of the world.
No, you're not.
I'm cutting our carbon emissions in half by 2030.
No, you're not.
Creating tens of thousands of clean energy jobs, like the IBW workers building and installing 500,000 electric vehicle charging stations.
Pause it real quick.
Electric vehicles are doing the opposite of helping climate change,
So,
you fucking dumbasses.
I've actually been listening to some folks, and they believe that hydrogen vehicles are actually the vehicles of the
Hydrogen
future.
fuel cells will be huge if we can get the technology working properly.
Now, apparently, and I saw a video of this other day.
Toyota is manufacturing hydrogen fuel cell cars.
Yeah. Now, the hydrogen gas pumps are few and far between, but I've seen a video of somebody already using one.
Yeah, they're already available. They're just, it's hard to get
And
hydrogen.
it's stupid expensive.
Yeah.
It's like $10 a gallon or some shit. Like, it's expensive.
The other thing is hydrogen is literally the most abundant element in the universe.
Well, you know, apparently, I've also heard this already, that the military has a ship that is powered by hydrogen, and it literally just sucks in ocean water and converts it into fuel.
Yeah,
like shit,
completely possible.
Shit, bro. Like, why are we not doing this?
I mean, I've said it a million times. If you really want to go the clean energy route, stop with the electric stuff that you're doing and focus on fusion. Fusion is 100% safe. It is 100% clean. The only byproduct is water and helium. So maybe fucking focus on that.
Maybe that's how we get flying cars.
They're not going to do that, though.
They're not going to do that. There's too much money to be made.
That was a good one. No, I don't.
I want to hear your dad
Okay.
joke.
I only know 25 letters in the alphabet. I don't know why.
That's supposed to be the...
Joe, did I ever tell you about the time that I worked at a bank?
No.
Lady came in to check her balance on my first day, so I pushed her over.
Get
Took me a minute.
Yeah.
Anywho.
What was the one I said the other day?
I don't know. We got to get through this.
I'll think of it.
Conserving 30% of America's lands and waters by 2030. Taking action on
for sure.
environmental justice, fence line communities smothered by the legacy of pollution.
Yeah, we do have a problem with companies dumping into streams. So that's
launched
good.
the Climate Corps to put 20,000 young people to work.
The Climate Corps.
In the forefront of our clean energy future. I'll triple that.
In the past, we did have the, what do you call it? I forgot what it was. Work Corps or whatever, where people would go out, and it was, and this was back in my grandfather's day, that they did have individuals that went out and worked in national parks and stuff like that to, do stuff like this. I mean,
that's fine, but this is a bunch of nothing that he's doing.
Probably. So go ahead. Sorry. Just want to point that out.
Number in a decade.
Oh my God.
Hey girl, how you doing? Oh my God, girl, you look so
State the obvious. All Americans deserve the freedom to be safe.
Okay, this is
America's
interesting.
safer today than when I took office. Year before I took office, murder rates went up 30%.
Stop.
30% they went up. The biggest increase in history.
He yelled 14 Marines.
It was then.
That's a Gold Star father.
Through my American Rescue Plan,
And he's getting
which
arrested
every American
right now.
voted against, I might add, we made the largest investment in public safety ever. Last year, the murder rate saw the sharpest decrease in history.
Anyway.
Violent crime fell to one of its lowest levels in more than 50 years.
Okay, so now
we have
we're
more
going to
to
go
do.
to 55
What
minutes.
did he say, though, to incite that?
Go back.
He just yelled 14
He said
Marines
America
something.
just go back to 50.
What do you want?
Ha!
Change.
What?
Bad.
Change.
Bad.
Change.
Bad.
Change.
Change your pants?
Better
Change
not.
your
Go
shirt?
to 5035. Yep.
Deserve the freedom to be safe. And America is safer today than when I took office. The year before I took office, murder rates went up 30%. 30% they went up.
He yelled Abbey Gate.
The biggest increase in history. It was then, through my American Rescue Plan, which every American voted against, I might add, we made the largest investment in public safety ever.
Every American voted against.
Last year, the murder rate saw the sharpest decrease in history. Violent crime ever. American voted against. Go
back.
Through my American Rescue Plan, which every American voted against, I might add, we made the largest investment in public safety ever.
The drugs have
last year the murder rate saw the sharpest decrease in history.
Let's go to 55 minutes and 40 seconds.
Go to bed.
Bed. Bed. No, bed.
No.
Bed.
Go to bed.
Changed what? 55 what?
55:40. We're almost done, I promise.
These people have had enough of the shit.
Free Evan.
Who's
yeah,
Evan?
that's the guy that's being held in Russia.
Oh, yeah.
Israel has the right to go after Hamas. Hamas ended this conflict by releasing hostages, laying down arms, could end it.
Ended this. I mean, could end it.
Laying down arms and surrendering those responsible for October.
The drugs are gone. They have
but
worn
Israel
off.
has excuse me. Israel
in his defense in this moment, at least he did say the truth in that.
Because Hamas hides and operates among the civilian population like cowards, under hospitals, daycare centers, and all the like. Israel also has a fundamental responsibility, though, to protect innocent civilians in Gaza.
Which they do in the form of rocket bombs and all the other shit.
Has taken a greater toll on innocent civilians than all previous wars in Gaza combined. More than 30,000 Palestinians have been killed, most of whom are not Hamas.
Did you hear that?
Thousands and thousands of innocent
Hamas
women and children, girls and boys, also orphaned. Nearly 2 million more Palestinians under bombardment or displacement. Homes destroyed, neighborhoods in rubble, cities in ruin. Families without food, water, medicine. It's heartbreaking. I've been working nonstop to establish an immediate ceasefire that would last for 6 weeks to get all the prisoners released, all the hostages released, to get the hostages home and ease the intolerable and humanitarian crisis and build toward something more enduring. The United States has been leading the international effort to get more humanitarian assistance to Gaza.
Piss off, you frog-looking weirdo.
I'm directing the international efforts to get more humanitarian.
First off,
she looks like a frog. She does. She looks like a damn toad.
Cori Bush and Rashida Tlaib can go fuck themselves. No.
They want us. It's funny how they call for a ceasefire when Hamas is getting their ass handed to them. But yet when Hamas is constantly blasting rockets into Israel.
Israel is still the bad guy.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Humanitarian assistance to Gaza. Tonight, I'm directing the U.S. military to lead an emergency mission to establish a temporary pier in the Mediterranean
on the
coast of Gaza that can receive large shipments.
First off, you're talking about building a pier to give Hamas aid.
Yeah. Okay. So he's like, there's not going to be no boots on the ground. We're not putting soldiers in harm's way. You don't think
Gazans will not receive that aid. Hamas will take it all.
And you don't think
on top of that, you're putting American military service members in harm's way in a hostile land that literally hates America and everything it stands for. You want a repeat of Abbey Gate. That's what you want. And that's what you're going to get.
Yep.
By doing this.
I promise you.
American service members will be fired upon and you will drag us into this war kicking and screaming because you are an incompetent old fuck.
I'd be willing to, I almost promise you that within weeks, not months, weeks, that there will be, it will be on the news, troops have taken fire or there's been an explosion at that pier.
And that American military service members are dead.
Yep. If not days. If not days. And it's funny, did you notice when he said, I I'm ordering troops to do this. He looked at it. He was like, what? Like,
Yeah.
Like, you hadn't even talked to Congress about this yet, you shitbag.
That shit pisses me
food,
off.
water, medicine, and temporary shelter.
Also, what's the girl's name?
No.
Not the black girl, but the other girl.
Rashida Tlaib.
She looks like a damn toad.
Yes, she does.
All right, sorry. Go ahead.
Continue.
U.S. boots will be on the ground. A temporary pier will enable a massive increase in the amount of humanitarian assistance getting into Gaza every day.
And he's about to start warmongering.
Israel must do its part.
By the way,
Israel must allow more aid into Gaza to ensure humanitarian workers aren't caught in the crossfire. And they're announcing they're going to have a crossing in northern Gaza. The leadership
Let
of
the
the
good ones
Israelites say
out.
this: humanitarian assistance cannot be a secondary consideration or a bargaining chip. Protecting and saving innocent lives has to be a priority. As we look to the future, the only
shut
real
your bald
solution
ass up,
to the
bitch.
situation is a two-state solution over time.
A two-state solution can literally suck my balls.
Yeah. For all I mean, the way I look at it, Israel can have Gaza. I don't give a shit.
They've been trying a two-state solution for decades.
Yep. That's obviously not worked.
And it has not worked.
It's never going to work.
Eliminate Hamas.
Take Gaza back.
Take Gaza back. Allow the people who live in Gaza to become Israeli citizens. And they will know prosperity that they have never known before.
Yep.
That's how you win hearts and minds.
Yep.
Continue.
Shh, we don't do that.
No, we do war.
And I say this
Damn Kane.
as a lifelong supporter
Be honest, who
of
is
Israel.
that guy?
I don't know.
My entire career, no one has a stronger record with Israel than I do. I
Except for
challenge
Trump.
any of you here. I'm the only American president of Israel in wartime.
Yeah, because Trump
But there
kept
is
war
no other path
out of Israel.
that guarantees Israel's
Dumbass.
security and democracy. There is no other path that guarantees Palestinians can live in peace with
Yes, there
peace
is.
and dignity.
It's called
There's
give
no
the
other
land back
path
to
that
Israel
guarantees
and
peace
let them
between
be
Israel
Israelis.
and all of its neighbors, including Saudi Arabia, with whom I'm talking. Creating stability in the Middle East also means containing the threat posed by Iran. That's why I built a coalition of more than a dozen countries.
Hold on. Didn't you and Barack Obama give them literal pallets of cash?
Justin, shut up. Quit talking that sense.
But now they're a threat. Accurate. Now they're a threat.
God damn, that's long.
But before you gave them pallets of cash while they were chanting death to America and killing their own citizens. Cool story. Continue.
To defend international shipping and freedom of navigation in the Red Sea. I've ordered strikes to degrade the Houthi capability and defend U.S. forces in the region. As Commander-in-Chief, I will not hesitate to direct further measures to protect our people and our military personnel.
Sit the fuck down. None of what he said
For years,
is true or good.
I've heard many of
except
my
for the
Republican
strikes
and
against the
Democratic
Houthis.
friends say that China is on the rise and America's falling behind.
Where are we at?
Hold on, this is interesting. What he's about to say.
Backwards.
59, 55.
I've been saying it for over 4 years, even when I wasn't president. America's rising.
No.
We have the best economy in the world.
No.
Nope.
And since I've come to office, our GDP is up, our trade deficit with China is down to the lowest point in over a decade.
Pretty sure that's a
And
lie.
we're standing up against China's unfair economic practices. We're
Now,
standing up for peace and
hold on.
stability across the
fact
Taiwan.
that they went straight to the spy fucker is hilarious.
That is funny.
I mean, he says that and immediately
They've got a
spy
backwards.
fucker.
I've been saying it for over 4
No,
years.
China is
even when I
definitely
was
on the rise.
And since I've come to office, our GDP is up, our trade deficit with China is down to
Hold
the
on.
lowest point in
Hold on.
over
Go
a
back.
decade.
Go back.
GDP. We have the best economy in the world. And since I've come to office, our GDP is up, our trade
Our
deficit with China is
GTB,
down to the
that
lowest
doesn't
point in over a
exist.
decade.
The phrase
And
you're
we're
looking
standing up
for,
against
the
China's
term you're
unfair
looking
economic
for
practices.
Hold on. As someone, perfect timing, is GDP. Not GTB. GDP.
He's getting the acronyms messed up with LGBTQ.
Also, our GDP is not up, is it? I don't know.
So, okay, let me explain something. GDP is the total output of an economy.
Okay. Yeah, it's
our
up
GDP
compared to 2020.
would be up.
Compared to 2020.
Our real GDP is probably up. Unfortunately, it's up because of inflation and the fact that we had COVID.
I like this group of people.
And of course, he's clapping when he talks favorably of China, or he talks about China because he's like, I know a girl there.
First off,
that's my boo.
That's my boo.
Okay, Pop, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Okay? Fuck off. And you, in particular, spy fucker.
You can eat a dick.
Fuck you even harder.
Eat a dick even harder.
This is a good picture because it's like, oh yeah, bro, whatever you say.
That guy's like, the camera's on us. The camera's on us.
It's like, oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, not good.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Meanwhile, I'm over here like,
Afuera!
Continue.
We're standing up for peace and stability across the Taiwan Straits. I've revitalized our partnership and alliance in the Pacific. India, Australia, Japan, South Korea, Pacific Islands,
stack.
Australia.
What?
God damn, look at those stacks right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because America has not known peace.
Yep.
Is that a man or a woman?
That's a woman. Yeah. I'd also like to add that, if you ever noticed, like, these people and the justices don't ever clap.
That's the Marine Corps right
But that's because I don't think they're allowed to. Because while you're in uniform, you are not allowed to show any kind of political ideology at all. Like you are neutral.
Well, you're not supposed to.
Yeah, you're neutral. You're not supposed to. You're neutral.
Anyway, okay, let's skip to 102.40. That's good enough.
Let me close with this.
Please.
Yay!
Yay, you're going to
close with
stop
this,
fucking
but you still
talking.
have 30 more minutes.
No, half of it's like him walking around.
I know you don't want to hear any more, Lindsay, but I got to say a few more things.
None of
I
us
know
want
it
to hear
may not
anymore.
look like it, but I've been around a while.
Unfortunately.
When you get to be my age, certain things become clearer than ever.
Brush your teeth, pendejo.
I know the American story. Again and again, I've seen the contest between competing forces in the battle for the soul of our nation. Between those who want to pull America back to the past and those who want to move America into the future. My lifetime has taught me to embrace freedom and democracy.
No, it hasn't. Anyway,
a future
skip
based
to,
on core
107.25.
values.
Because I'm done with this.
107.25.
Yep. That's good.
So let's build the future together. Let's remember who we are. We are the United States of America.
Yes, we're aware. Thank you.
And there is nothing beyond our capacity when we act together. God bless you all, and may God protect our troops. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Engage!
Roomba mode.
No.
Engage.
Geriatric bots roll out.
Anyway, that's been Chats with Pop Pop.
The longest chats with Pop Pop we've ever had.
Shit. Yeah, that'll be the longest chats with Pop Pop in the history of Embers of Liberty.
Damn, we still got a good bit too.
Yep. Okay, so we're only going to watch the first few minutes of Katie Britt's rebuttal because Katie Britt is a senator from Alabama. Unfortunately for Katie Britt, her message was on the marks. Her delivery, not so much. She seems super fake, but I'll let you hear that for yourself.
Good evening, America. My name is Katie Britt. and I have the honor of serving the people of the great state of Alabama in the United States Senate.
No.
However, that's
Oh
not
my
the
God,
job
girl.
that matters most.
Hey.
I am a proud wife and mom of 2 school-aged kids.
Is that pioneer in your house? I see you, girl.
My daughter Bennett and my son Ridgway are why I ran for the Senate. I'm worried about their future and the future of children in every corner of our nation. And that's why I invited you into
She smiles way too hard.
Like so many families across America, my husband Wesley and I just watched President Biden's State of the Union address from our living room. And what we saw was the performance of a permanent politician who has actually been in office for longer than I've been alive.
I feel like she's about to sell me
One
something.
thing was quite clear, though.
Like
President
jewelry or
Biden just doesn't get
pampered
it.
chef.
He's out of touch. Under his administration, families are worse off. Our communities are less safe.
For 4 babies,
and
at
our
$29.99.
country is less secure.
You could have this great.
You too
just
can
wish
have the
he
Cincy
understood
wax warmer.
What real families
That's
are
what it is.
facing around the kitchen table.
She's a Cincy wax girl.
Damn Cincy. Oh.
She's a little too bougie for Mary Kay.
That's what she did prior to running for Senate.
Just like
That's her
this one.
credentials.
You know, this is where our family has tough conversations. It's where we make
About
hard
which
decisions.
Cincy wax warmer you
It's
want?
where we share the good, the bad, and the ugly of our days.
What about that Marvel
This just
series?
in, our new smell, tropical fruit punch.
The ugly is definitely the Christmas variety. Yeah, we don't talk about it.
First off, what kind of deal can you get me on one of them Marvel Cincy warmers? I have one of those actually. I have the Iron Man one.
Must I kind of get the Iron
Is that
Man?
what that is?
Yeah.
I thought it was just like
Dude,
a light.
wax warmers are actually pretty legit.
Yeah, it's legit. The
But
light
I'm not.
bulb one
I'm not buying a Cincy one though. I'm buying one from Walmart.
I only bought that one because it's fucking Iron Man.
Yeah, fair.
mean,
Proceed.
You know,
That is pretty cool.
Captain America.
They had a Thor one that was Mjolnir, which I actually enjoy as well.
Get out.
But they
Divorce.
didn't- they
You
didn't-
shit about that.
It was out of stock.
You should have waited.
They weren't
He
producing
had to get
anymore.
his Cincy's now.
They weren't producing anymore. And the tray for the Iron Man one is literally the arc reactor. Oh, so it's pretty cool.
Hell yeah! Is it light up blue?
Yeah, but the
But the
color
wax
came
covers
off
it.
of it.
Oh shit! Still pretty cool though.
It's still pretty fucking cool. Anyway, continue.
On to the Cincy lady.
Back to the Cincy lady woman.
It's where we laugh together, and it's where we hold each other's hands and pray for God's guidance.
Oh my god.
And many nights,
Oh my God.
to be
Why are you
honest,
fucking me off?
it's where Wesley and I worry.
It's where
I know we're not alone. And so tonight,
Can I just say something real quick that's funny? I bet you when she has sex, she sounds like a Disney princess.
No. I'm sorry, but this woman fucks in complete silence.
No, she probably
No,
sounds
she
like
fucks in
Snow White
silence.
singing to the birds.
Her and her husband
Yeah,
fuck
no.
in silence.
No, I'm with Kate.
sorry.
I'm with Kate on this. I feel like she's probably quite the vocal individual.
No, I doubt that. This woman fucks in silence. Continue.
No, I'm just saying until the end, and then she's singing to the birds.
What do you
the
want?
American family needs to have a tough
What's wrong?
conversation.
Hey, what's wrong?
It's scary.
What's scary?
In the bedroom.
What's scary?
Why? Did the TV go off?
Yeah.
Turn the
Well,
TV.
that means it's time for bed.
Time for bed.
It's time to go to sleep.
Good night.
Good night. You'll never get this. Hey,
Time to go to sleep.
hey.
And I'll get up this morning.
Yeah, you get up in the morning.
All
Good night. Have
Love
a
you.
good time.
Go to bed.
Sleep. Have good dreams.
Goodbye.
Hey, dream about a pirate ship.
No, stop talking to him.
You can talk to him if
Go
I
to
want
bed.
Go to bed.
Go to bed.
And you dream about the pirate ship.
I dream about the pirate ship.
Go to bed.
Go to bed, bud.
For anybody that doesn't know, Beth is at a play tonight, so the kids have been my responsibility tonight.
And
well, they're always my responsibility, but
we shirk that responsibility to bring you entertainment.
to bring you freedom.
to bring you
We're not shirking it. I can actually see their hallway room that way. Their hallway.
That's what we need. Anyway, continue.
Dreaming about pirate ships.
Let's see what Cincy special she's got for us tonight.
Pina colada.
Because the truth is, we're
My
all
favorite is
worried
apple
about
cinnamon.
the future of our nation. The country we know and love seems to be slipping away, and it feels
fair.
like the next generation will have fewer opportunities and less freedoms than we did.
Yeah, that's fair.
I worry my own children may not even get a shot at living their American dreams.
That is very fair.
My American dream allowed me, the daughter of 2 small business owners from rural Enterprise, Alabama, to be elected to the United States Senate at the age of 40. Growing up, sweeping the floor at my dad's hardware store and cleaning the bathroom at my mom's dance studio, I never could have imagined.
There it is. That's what's wrong with her. Her mom ran a dance studio. Anyway, enough
American
of this
dream
bullshit.
can do
Let's move
across
on.
just one generation. In just.
Well, just bless your heart.
Oh, God.
So she's the new Senate.
She smiles way
She's
too hard.
been in the Senate.
Oh.
Anywho.
For somebody that wants to talk about the imperfections of our country, she seems a little too perfect. But
correct.
What does Wesley do?
Not sure. Don't care. Didn't ask.
He's probably part of the pyramid scheme.
Probably.
You know what we haven't talked about?
What?
Mr. Or is that on here?
What are you talking about?
Scroll down.
She seems super fake.
Mr. Lights himself on fire.
Oh, no, we didn't talk about that. We'll pull that up.
Because it's time for...
Clowns at a Podium, a.k.a. We Hate Her. We're going to go straight into a dose of the deuce.
It's America's deuce.
That's right. Anywho, you want to pull that up instead
You've
of hitting
never
buttons?
dropped a deuce like this deuce, baby.
Nope, that's not the right one.
Let me do my thing.
Well, do your job then.
Functioning.
Listen, we don't pay her. She's doing a good job.
I pay her.
You ruined it. You ruined it, and I'm leaving.
Pairing chocolate bars.
Ew.
No.
What?
No.
What is he doing?
Says you-
What? I don't want to be paid that way.
Anywho, let's go.
You go.
Let's go.
You want to do this?
It's time for the deuce.
Throw down the deuce. America's deuce.
I wonder what it is.
Look at his socks.
Has President Biden called to congratulate Jason Palmer?
Since what?
We
Called to congratulate Jason Palmer.
on his win.
Who's that?
I'm not sure.
Now that the field is down to 2, is President Biden going to commit to a debate with Donald Trump?
That's something for the campaign to speak to.
Well, we know when the debates are going to be. We know where they're going to be. Is he going to go?
You should speak to the campaign.
In 2020, once it got down to one-on-one, Joe Biden said, "I can hardly wait to debate him." How about that?
I'm going to sound like a broken record. You should reach out to the campaign.
I feel like that's fair.
Because
though.
it's an election. It's a debate for the 2024 presidential
She's his press
election.
secretary. She should speak
I'm
to
not
it.
asking what
But she's not part of the
argument he's
campaign
going
team.
to
Doesn't
make
matter.
at a debate. I'm just asking.
It's
Okay,
not
do
an.
that.
It's not an art. We're not talking about
Her job
arguments.
is
We're talking
to
about his attendance.
You got a
report
lot
to
of
the
questions
press.
here
I mean-
about these polls concerning the president's age and his acuity. Do you think that it is going to quiet concerns about the president's age and acuity if he decides not to debate?
What I can say about that is not talking about the debate. That's something for the campaign to speak to. Not going to speak about that. To your question about age, I think I sort of answered that. I mean, you're going to see the State of the Union tomorrow. You're going to hear the president lay out his plans.
What a shit show that was.
You're going to hear a president who has had a successful 3 years.
No.
Nope.
Progress.
No.
Still a lot more work to be
Negatory.
done. But progress nonetheless, and how he's going to build on that. Bless you.
Liar!
Did you say something? Well, you
No,
okay.
Yeah, he did say something. He said,
some fun here on Wednesday afternoon. But he wouldn't have been able to get, it's all seriousness. You saw the graphics behind me. You saw what the president has been able to do. 14.8 million jobs, unemployment under 4%.
Not what he did.
Continuing to find ways to lower costs. We saw that when he made the announcement on junk fees. You saw what he's been able to do for the American people internationally as well, protecting our national security, being a leader as we're trying to fight a dictator, as Ukraine is fighting a dictator.
Malik
that is
hates
Mr.
him.
Putin. And
Some
this
Kareem.
is because of the president's leadership. It really is. I mean, 36 years in the Senate, 8 years as vice president, that counts for something. That counts for experience.
Her hair
That
makes me
counts
want some
for
ramen
having
noodles.
these relationships.
It does,
That counts
indeed.
for
It's
knowing
gonna be
how to
my-
get things done. And the president
it's
wants to build
gonna
on
be
that.
my.
There's something off with it, though. It's a
Not
little
only that,
slanted.
When people were saying he couldn't get things done in a
I don't think she had
bipartisan
time
way,
to
he was
do her
able to
hair
do
that morning.
Infrastructure, it was a punchline. in
It's
the
not
last
quite as-
administration.
as-
It was
as
a joke.
bouffanty.
Now we actually have an infrastructure
Buffon.
brigade. You think about what we were able to do for our veterans.
Wake up.
Shut up.
Wake up.
Really help
Wake
our
up.
veterans.
Wake up.
Think about the Chips and
Wake
Science
up.
Act.
Wake up.
Bringing home.
Damn, I didn't even wake him up.
Kate's naked.
I just had I saw heaven. There was no Joe Biden.
No, Karine Jean-Pierre's here. This is not the place.
No! Exactly. God. Oh my God, this woman. Anyway.
Can we move on to the next one?
We can move on to the next
okay,
one.
cool. Because this is annoying. I want to get to that UFO briefing that I didn't know about.
You're going to be disappointed.
I am.
Yep.
Damn it.
And then this one's only a minute long, so.
If I may, the president, I noticed, had note cards at the border when he was doing his briefing there. He also had note cards last Friday with the Italian Prime Minister.
Because
Why
he
does the
suffers
president
from
rely so heavily on
CRS.
note cards?
You're upset because the president has note cards? You're asking me a question about the president having note cards?
I'm asking why
The
does he rely
president who
so
has
heavily?
had a
CRS.
probably one of the most
Can't remember
successful
shit.
first 3 years of an administration than any modern day president. He's done more in the first 3 years than most presidents who had 2 terms. You're asking me about note cards? I don't think that's. I don't. Wait, I'm not speaking to you right now, James. I'm talking to your friend over here, Ed. So thank you so much. But thank you so much for interjecting.
First off, you're a
I'm asking
bitch.
why he relies so heavily on note cards.
I think what's important here and what the American people care about is how this president is delivering for them.
No, actually, what the American people care about is getting rid of
All right, I'm
him.
going to take.
And why they can't afford groceries.
Calling you already?
Correct.
Okay, wait, no, I can't do that. Get Karen, no.
Anywho,
That shirt she's wearing
that's
needs,
been We Hate Her.
dear gosh, that shirt she's wearing is not working.
It'll keep playing the sound.
Malik demands the liar button.
That's how we all feel.
Liar!
Can you tell just how enthused I am to listen to her?
I was just happy for it to be over.
Anywho, she gone. Nikki Haley has finally dropped
Thank God.
of
I
the
was
presidential race.
so ready.
We don't even have to watch this.
This woman
In
just
Texas and North Carolina,
I don't
it
even-
was
I don't even
all
wanna listen
red
to her.
last night.
Here she is.
we go.
No?
piss off. Like, she just pisses me off.
Okay, guys, it's back to selling my Scentsy warmer waxes.
She has
No,
a
it's
jaw.
back to being on the chair of defense companies.
She has a jaw and a chin line that any man would be proud of.
So chiseled and fine. She's the Crimson Chin.
Just over a year ago, I
she's the
launched my
Giga Chad of
campaign for
women.
president. When I began, I said the campaign was grounded in my love for our
Giga Chad?
country.
What?
Giga Chad of women?
Just last week, my mother, a first-generation immigrant, got to vote for her daughter for president. Only in America. I am filled with the gratitude for the outpouring of support we've received from all across our great country. But the time has now come to suspend my campaign.
Wrap it up.
I said I wanted Americans to...
Can you suspend that chin, too?
Can you suspend the fact that you're a fucking lying bitch?
Okay, good.
Okay, anyway. On to the next thing. Super Tuesday happened this past week, and it was, as everyone expected it to be, a complete and total bloodbath.
I thought he also lost West Virginia or something like that. Oh, okay.
Trump swept every state with the exception of Bernieland, Vermont, because they obviously elect communists, and Washington, D.C. Now, Washington, D.C. had already happened, but I will say this about both of those primaries. They are open primaries, which means Democrats could vote for the opposing candidate. They did not have to vote for Democrats. So the fact that he still got about half the vote in Vermont is telling. And of course he lost the swamp. Whoever would have expected him to win the swamp. A couple of quick notes so that we don't have to talk about him later. The CDC finally decided to drop the isolation recommendation for COVID. They say just treat it like the cold now. Shocker. And then Trump has posted bond for the E. Jean Carroll defamation suit in order to appeal it. So buckle up. It's about to get really real for E. Jean Carroll, especially after her, I'm going to do so many great things with the money that I get from Trump. Rachel, me and you, we're going to go shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you. You definitely did not get sexually assaulted by anyone, because
she wishes.
One word from you tells everyone everything they need to know. You're a fucking loon bag. But now it's time for This Week on X.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, it's time for This Week on X. Sorry, we had a little bit of a hiccup there. Let's go for it.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, how the tables...
How the turns of
turntables...
How the turntables have turned.
How the chair is upside down.
Because
how
JoJo
the garden
from
hose
Jers
is sucking up water.
is real fucking mad that Katie Porter released the following statement. Go to the next one, because it's a little bit bigger. Katie Porter, official statement. Rigged means manipulated by dishonest means. A few billionaires spent $10 million plus on attack ads against me, including an ad rated false by an independent fact checker. That is dishonest means to manipulate an outcome. I said rigged by billionaires, and our politics are, in fact, manipulated by big dark money. Defending democracy means calling that out. At no time have I ever undermined the vote count and election process in California, which are beyond reproach. That sounds a lot like what Donald Trump and Republicans have been saying for a long time.
I'm assuming Katie Porter's a Democrat?
Yep.
It's funny to watch the left eat itself.
Isn't it, though?
It is. It is great.
So to see JoJo from Jers go, what the fuck is she doing? Just made me smile. And I figured I would share it with all of you. Next. Mark Hamill. Not so fun facts. Al Gore won 543,895 more votes than George W. Bush. Hillary Clinton won 2,868,686 more votes than whatever the fuck that is. One person, one vote. Whoever gets the most votes is the winner. Period. Hashtag abolish the Electoral College. Now, I'm going to show you what's wrong with what Mark Hamill is saying. Go to the next one.
Oh, Mark.
More people live in the red areas than in the gray areas. Land doesn't vote. Abolish the Electoral College. Do you see all those red areas? Do you think that it's fair or right for those population centers to dictate American life?
No.
That's why the Electoral College exists. Fuck all of you. And I will be straightforward with you. When I was younger, I agreed with this.
Yeah.
I agreed with abolishing the Electoral College because
on the surface, it
seems like a great idea.
Right.
But once you start really looking at what the founders were doing, you realize that they were fucking brilliant.
Like, look at some of these states have no red in them at all.
Yeah.
Why should California dictate what's going on in Montana?
Why should Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, Maine, Montana, Idaho,
North Dakota, South Dakota,
Nebraska, why should any of those people be dictated to how they live their lives by people who live in those red areas? They shouldn't.
I think Maine is one of the few areas that does actually go red, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's very, very rural.
Right.
Anyway, next.
It's weird how people that work with their hands tend to vote Republican.
Too sad.
Jamie Schler. Excuse me, Jamie Schler. You are a terrible person, okay? You're an uncommitted voter. Well, if you or a loved one are a woman, Jew, Muslim, alphabet soup, person of color, middle class, I love the middle class people, working class,
Which is also middle class.
Most of my voters. Students, love students, they're great people. Union workers, not so great people. They rip off their companies, frankly. An immigrant, you should remain in Mexico. Trump's policies, my policies, will hurt you. My policies will take away your rights, bigly. My policies will destroy your protections. Vote real. Okay? Excuse me. Jamie Schler, you are a schlut. And Jamie Schlut, that's what some people call her, not me. But some people, they call her that. Joe, I'm sorry, did you rip ass? Because it reeks in here.
Are you serious?
Okay, seriously, what
Are you
the
serious?
fuck?
No, I'm going. Bye. I gotta go.
What is happening? Why does it stink so bad? Anywho,
I'll smell
it's because Jamie Schler.
Are you serious?
That's why. It's because of her.
Oh, okay. I thought you actually
Somebody shit their literal pants.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me,
You smell
which
something?
means it's you. I'm sorry.
anything.
You farted.
I thought-
Bigly farted. Okay, you bigly farted and you're bigly
I don't smell
denying
anything.
it. Because you dealt it. Okay? It's not he who smelt it dealt it. It's you farted, we smelt it, we know you dealt it. Okay? That's
I
how
don't
it
even
works.
smell anything. Do you really smell something, Kate?
Yes. Anyway, next.
I don't smell anything.
Not now.
Okay, so hold on. Wait, go back.
Ah!
So
God,
as far as committee,
This is my segment.
I have a question. Voting uncommitted. What is that?
A bunch of Democrats voted uncommitted because of Joe Biden.
But when I voted, I didn't have an option for uncommitted.
Because you are not a Democrat. We do not have open primaries in Alabama.
Because
uncommitted was only an option on Democrat tickets.
Oh, because see, when I voted, I didn't even vote Republican or Democrat. I just voted for the constitutional amendment. That was it.
You remember how Nikki Haley lost to none of these listed above in one of the primaries? That's what uncommitted is.
Gotcha.
Anyway, continue. Next. So, one of the first replies to this tweet was, "So you're retarded. Now what?" Ryan Chase. Tennessee is banning pride flags. You know what's not banned in Tennessee? Confederate flags, Nazi flags. But the symbol of love and acceptance, that's a step too far. Okay, let me set the record straight for you real quick, Ryan. They're banning them in schools.
Which is also where
Confederate flags and Nazi flags are also banned. You know why? Because the only flags allowed in schools now in Tennessee are the American flag and the state flag.
Yep.
So get fucked, stay fucked,
Right,
cunt.
so eat a dick.
Next. That's been This Week on X.
Damn. I still don't smell anything.
It's gone now.
It's because you're the one that farted.
I didn't fart.
You did fart.
I did not.
Don't lie to me again, boy.
Who smelt it?
Anyway, it's time for Joe's Conspiracy Corner.
That I didn't
that
know
Joe
I had.
didn't even know he had.
Who denies it supplied it.
Correct. You farted. Don't lie to us again,
Praise
bitch.
hell, praise down.
Anyway,
Rock steady,
let's go.
praise petty. What are we doing? What?
The Pentagon.
What about it? It's
That.
a shape, yes.
The building, you shit. Anyway, before we start this is a live show. Saturday nights, around 8 o'clock. We start a little early tonight because Joe has to work tomorrow. If you're enjoying the show, make sure to give us a like. Subscribe to the channel. Smash that bell icon. With the force of 1,000 UFOs. You'll always be notified when we go live. We do stream here and on Rumble. If you can't catch the show live, you can watch the replay or you can listen to it wherever you listen to podcasts.
Yes.
Pretty good, right?
Yes.
Roll that beautiful beam footage.
Roll that beautiful beam footage.
And we have breaking news now. A Pentagon review of decades of government investigations into UFO sightings has found no evidence any of those sightings were extraterrestrial. ABC News Pentagon reporter Louis Martinez has more on that. Louis, I know this report just came out.
That's a bullshit. That's a bullshit.
That's why I put this in here.
That's a bullshit. Breaking news now. A Pentagon review of decades of government investigations into UFO sightings has found no evidence any of those sightings were extraterrestrial.
And I was not disappointed.
ABC News Pentagon reporter Louis Martinez has more on that. Louis, I know this report just came out. What can you tell us so far? And why did the Pentagon release it now?
So, Dan, this is a comprehensive report from the Pentagon.
Comprehensive bullshit.
Into UFO incidents now for the last couple of years. They studied more than 80 years worth of historic documents and investigations into UFO incidents.
Pause it. 80 years? 80 years that you found nothing. Nothing. You were full of shit. It's there. Aliens are real. Liar. You're so full of shit. Just tell us. Just say they're real. Just say it. Just say the word.
Calm down, Joe, before you have a heart attack.
You need some ashwagandha.
You ruined it. You ruined it, and I'm leaving.
It's okay.
This is Joe right now.
It's okay.
I'm gonna come.
Oh, wait, no. Sorry, wrong one.
He keeps kicking me in the dick. Why? Why does he keep kicking me in the dick?
It's okay.
That first button was me right now because I think it's hilarious how Joe's reacting to this. God. Not disappointed at all. Anyway, so UFOs aren't real. Bitch.
Keep going. They're real. Keep going.
Found no links, and most
and birds are
they
fake.
found no evidence to suggest that the United States government or industry possesses any alien technologies. We've heard claims over the years that the United States government has been executing a cover-up of what it knows about UFOs, extraterrestrials, that the United States has been possessing.
So you're gonna sit there and tell me that
that's not a UFO.
No, they're gonna claim for years that UFOs aren't real, and then they're gonna drop a bomb and go, "Oh, by the way, UFOs are real," and now they're gonna say that this is not really real.
You know what? Okay, so in all seriousness,
is that what's
probably
happening?
actually the reason they're saying they're not real and there's not. They're not going to tell us. They're not going to tell us because it would literally change the fabric of society if they said, "You know what? This is from somewhere else. We don't know what it is." If they would, it would destroy religions.
Yes, it would, and that's what I'm saying. So they're going back on what they say is real.
Yeah. They're not going to tell us because it would subvert the status quo. I
need a spoon because that's what they're doing.
Yep, that's exactly what they're doing.
They're just stirring the pot.
And I think that the majority of humanity is just not ready for the truth yet.
Oh, absolutely not.
Because, like I said, I think if they straight up came out,
there would be massive come aparts.
Society
literally.
Like I said, society would unfurl.
People would be doing this.
Yeah, society would unfurl, and I don't know I don't know if there would be like looting in the streets that level, but society would slowly tear apart at the seams. I'm pretty sure because they would be like, well, what the hell if we can't defend against random outside people or outside beings from the other planets? Then what the hell is any of this? But One thing I've listened to a lot this week.
You've seen alien movies. I meant how they've reacted in those movies.
Well, a lot of them, if you see Mars Attacks, they're like, "Oh, it's the aliens. Let's be peaceful with them." And then the happens, and then everybody starts dying. But
it's like Independence Day.
I truly believe that at least if the UFOs that have come here so far, if they are from more advanced civilizations, I don't think they want to hurt us. I think they're here to study us because they obviously see us as a very, very
fledgling species.
That's not the word I was going for.
Yes,
that's not the word. I was thinking, like how we view caveman. What is that called? What is the technical name?
Neanderthals.
No, primitive, more we were severely more primitive than they are.
Well, clearly we're stuck here.
But so I've been listening to this guy this week. I forgot his name. He's a black guy. What is his name, man? I've been listening to the Sean Ryan show. And by the way, if you haven't been listening to Sean Ryan, it's pretty cool shit. And like long podcasts. We're talking about like 5 to 6 hour podcasts. So like it'll fill your day.
Cool story. Let's move this along.
But okay. This guy is talking about how, all kinds of like ancient technology and all this good stuff. And how, have you ever heard of Thoth?
What?
Thoth?
Thoth. Thoth.
Like Hoth?
Thought?
No, Thoth is supposedly a guy or being that existed at one time.
No.
A god?
That's what I think some civilizations thought he was. So I'll cover that on next week's Conspiracy Corner.
Speaking of conspiracy, I was looking into Rain Man.
What?
I was looking into Rain Man.
Like the actual Rain Man guy? Like the autism guy?
Definitely, maybe, might be.
No.
Okay.
Apparently, there's been like this conspiracy of musicians will pay tribute to Rain Man, basically. It's not really like an actual man. It's more of like a god that will... I forgot the name of it. But basically, he blesses whoever accepts him. Like, it's a demon that takes over them, basically. And then if they accept him, he gets some, like bountifuls of, like, blessing and money and stuff like that. So
basically
it's kind of like the devil, but it's really not.
Did you watch, like, YouTube videos on it?
I don't know. I googled some of it and I was reading about it.
Send it to me. I want to see it.
I gotta find it. But apparently a lot of like rappers will like Umbrella by Rihanna. They mention Rain Man in that. Eminem has a few songs that mentions Rain Man. Like there's a lot of rappers that mention him a lot. But it's not like a specific man. It could be man or woman.
Gotcha. We'll cover next week's Conspiracy Corner. Thoth, whatever.
I'll look into it and send it to you.
But I think really though, in real serious talk, that's the reason they're not saying they're not coming out and being like, "Hey, we don't know what the hell's going on," because that's really what it is. They don't. They don't, because if you notice, they're not like, "Oh, hey, we think there's some other government doing this." They're like, "We don't know what the shit this is," but they're not going to say it's aliens, because if they say, "Hey, I think this may be aliens,"
well, here's the thing:
like I said,
if they knew that
I am cornholio.
If they knew it was a foreign entity doing it, we would know.
They would tell us. They don't know what the hell this is.
They clearly have no reason to believe that it is a adversary with advanced technology.
No.
They clearly believe that it is something not man-made.
And what's this?
Alistair Crowley.
I know Alistair Crowley. And what's LUD?
Lude.
So Alistair Crowley, I know a lot about. I thought I did it.
No, I don't think you have. Anyway,
I'll do one on him. Yeah, I know a lot about him, and his shit is creepy.
We got one more thing to get to.
Yeah, his shit's creepy.
Yes, it
like
is.
paranormal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, okay, just to give you a little hit, I'll put that on the next week's Conspiracy Corner, but let's just put it this way. Week after next. One day he was doing one of his little ceremony spell things, and all of a sudden he heard something talking behind him that helped him write one of his books. It is creepy. His whole story is creepy. It is crazy.
Definitely.
Anywho, on to the final piece.
But hold on one second, Malik. What is I just don't. What is LUD? I don't know what that is. Just tell me what LUD is. But aliens are real. Piss off, government. Eat a dick. Aliens are real.
And now RFK Jr. is kind of onto something.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. Aside from him being
a fucking crazy ass
and a liberal, I kind of like some of his shit.
Candidate.
And he smokes.
I smoke 12 packs a day.
He sounds like he wants a pack of Pall Malls, Reds, Rotad.
Rotad.
Anyway, let's go.
As an independent candidate, my name doesn't automatically appear on the ballot no matter how many millions of people support me in the polls. Party officials wrote our current rules to protect the two-party system. They designed them to prevent independent candidates like me from offering voters an alternative to the failed leaders of the past. And they're especially draconian in states with the most electoral votes, states like California and Texas. This is a quagmire that I will help reform once I'm in office, but for now, my campaign has got to work within the rules and find a way to overcome each of the hurdles that they constructed to keep you from voting freely in November. In many states, the law provides for two methods of getting on the ballot. First, you can do it as an individual candidate, or second, as the nominee of a new party. Each path requires a different number of signatures depending on the state. In most states, it takes fewer signatures to put an individual candidate on the ballot, but in 6 states, the signature threshold is lower to put a new party on the ballot. California, for example, requires 219,000 signatures to put an individual on the ballot, but a new party wins ballot access with only 75,000 party registrations. That's still a big lift for most people, but we already have more than 70,000 supporters signed up in California. And I know we're going to blow their numbers out of the water. That's why our campaign has now filed paperwork for new parties in California, along with Texas, North Carolina, Mississippi, and Delaware, the other states in which this same math holds true. Now, you might be asking, is this a political party in the same way that the Democrats and Republicans are parties? Not even close. Our founders warned us that political parties would become breeding grounds for corruption and corporate cronyism. That's why I chose a name for my party that doesn't even include the word party. It's a name that encompasses all of us out there demanding our country back. I told the bureaucrats to call us We the People. These are the first 3 words in the United States Constitution, and they symbolize that our government draws its power from the citizens. This isn't a party, it's a movement. And it doesn't belong to Washington, it belongs to you. This movement will allow us to stand toe-to-toe with the establishment machine and remind the elite few that America is still governed by the powerful many. The corrupt two-party system has held back our progress. It's failed our families. It's put corporate corruption on steroids. If you want to bring back free choice in our elections, you can go to our website and find out how you can help put my name on the ballot.
Well, son of a bitch.
Like I said, he's kind of onto something here.
Yep.
And I think it's a great idea to have a party that's not like the other parties. Which is why I'm a libertarian.
Exactly.
But, you know, if RFK had ran as a libertarian, he would have fucking got destroyed.
So Malik, I've actually heard about the entity he communicated with, but I guess I didn't realize, or maybe forgot that was his name. So cool, thanks, man. I'm gonna check into that.
So now it's on to the last piece of the show, for real, the funny.
Oh my!
And
gosh.
I only put this in there because I think it's hilarious that it's called For You, because
why does he look AI generated?
Because
he probably is.
That's not Joe Biden. Let's go.
Look, I'm not a young guy. That's no secret. But here's the deal. I understand how to get things done for the American people. I led the country through the COVID crisis. Today, we have the strongest economy in the world. I passed a law that lowers prescription drug prices, caps insulin at $35 a month for seniors. For 4 years, Donald Trump tried to pass an infrastructure law, and he failed. I got it done. Now we're rebuilding America. I passed the biggest law in history to combat climate change because our future depends on it. Donald Trump took away the freedom of women to choose. I'm determined to make Roe v. Wade the law of the land again. Donald Trump believes the job of the president is to take care of Donald Trump. I believe the job of the president is to fight for you, the American people, and that's what I'm doing. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Can we do one more take?
Look, I'm very young, energetic, and handsome. What the hell am I doing this for?
That's actually funny. Anyway, let's get a real funny now.
Lord have mercy.
I did that to be funny.
But can I make a side note? One of my friends, it's funny that he mentions that he lowers the cost of prescription medications. Actually, that's we all know that's not true. But anyways, a friend of mine's father-in-law is currently in ICU because he stopped taking his heart medication because the prices got jacked up on it. So instead of him going back to his doctor and seeing, being a stubborn old man, instead of him going back saying, hey, I can't afford this, can you put me on something else? He stopped taking it. And now he's in the ICU.
Must be pretty. Does he have insurance?
No.
Oh, yeah, that can be expensive then.
Anywho, let's find a real funny now.
Okay, well, this
I
is
say for my blood pressure medicine and my anxiety medicine, I think I pay 65 cents.
My prescription is literally like $5 a month, or every 3 months.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, my anxiety requires me to take
that's with
3
the
months,
insurance, though.
90 days. Yeah.
That is with insurance.
Anywho, Joe, you got any ideas for the funny?
Man boobs.
No. Let's see.
We did the front fell off, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I got one.
What?
Can you go to Facebook and find the video of me riding the tricycle?
That's a great idea, actually. No, how about you put it in the show notes?
I don't have my phone. I have nothing.
I'll put it on. I'll put it in there.
Did y'all watch that?
Oh, yeah.
And then the wheel fell off at the end. I didn't break it.
Why
the
don't
wheel
you
fell off.
just spoil it for everybody? How about that?
I forget. Shut up. I'm still stuck on the aliens thing.
Hold on.
Been a pretty good show. I hate that it's got to end early but yeah, we got some important folks coming in this week, and I just want to be that butt kisser that kind of goes and makes sure everything that's all squared away.
Loser.
What?
And it's only because it rained so much this week, and I wasn't able to do it during my actual work week. So that's the only reason.
Well, here we go. Yep.
Joe.
What? Yep.
What is that? Are you adjusting your junk?
Yes.
Okay.
Your balls are stuck to your leg.
Maybe I should have been a man. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
That means your balls are stuck to your leg. Ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, you're funny.
This is me riding a tricycle. You got it muted.
I just unmuted it.
That poor Will's struggling.
Hey, Joe. You remember,
I can fix it.
You remember that conversation that we had a couple of weeks ago about how you didn't know the tightening pattern for lug nuts on a tire?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That's what happens when you don't tighten the lug nuts in that pattern. You dipshit. Oh my God. Malik points something out that I've forgotten about.
And just to point out, it wasn't broken or nothing. The wheel just came off the little metal thing. It went right back on. The kids wanted to race, and so we had a race.
Are you doing Trump's?
I'm going to try to. Here we go.
Folks, the story of America is a story of progress and resilience.
Of always moving forward. Of never, ever...
What did he just say?
What's up, guys? Boy, Benny. I know there's a lot of doomers out there. Have like chat. You
I'm trying to get it to where it just shows the video. No. Okay, let's just go to Trump's Truth Social.
Okay, I wanted to point something
I guess I
out.
should.
She had a red outfit on in that, but the one we watched, she had a black outfit. Did you not see that?
Wait.
Go back.
What?
What the
shit? The story of America is a story of progress and resilience.
Of always moving forward. Of never,
And it's
ever
not just
giving
that
up.
video. The other guy was showing other videos, and it's the same thing.
What's up, guys? Boy, Benny. I know there's as a Chihuahua. This is a post from Real. Just I don't know. I don't know which is why one of the glorious posts that Donald Trump quote.
Buy America has been the law since 1933. Also caps and won't even go into effect until 2025.
Who explains?
By the way,
who explains to Donald Trump?
Wait, hold on. Let
Hold on.
I think that may have been from last year's State of the Union.
No.
No, because Mike Johnson wasn't the speaker last year.
That's what I'm saying. See? He's wearing the same shit. He's wearing the same. She's not. Go back to the other video.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
On his staff, like.
And the benefit expires in 2025.
Who explains the Snapchat filters?
Grids that are able to weather major storms and not prevent those fires.
Who's the guy who has to explain like what a Snapchat filter is to Donald Trump on his staff? Who is that person?
But Israel has a what the fuck? Excuse me.
I think it was the filter.
That is a completely different outfit.
No, because she's wearing a necklace and everything.
Was the first I am appreciative. While I may not be able to appreciate the difference between real Kamala Harris and the Snapchat version, I'm appreciative of Donald Trump for trolling Joe Biden so hard last night. Here's one of the glorious posts. A Chihuahua. This is a post.
No.
What's up, guys? Boy, Benny. I know there's a lot of doomers out there that are like.
Of never, ever giving up.
Wait.
It's a story unique among all nations.
All right. No, because he's wearing something different too.
They put his face over it.
Yeah.
Because Joe Biden's wearing a different suit.
Okay.
They superimposed all this stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, and see,
like that's Kamala from last year.
And see, the glass is at a different angle.
Yeah.
The binder and all that's a different angle.
That's from the 2023 or 20. Yeah, that's Kevin McCarthy right there with Mike Johnson's face put on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit,
freaky.
Kate. I was like, oh shit, Kate.
I mean, that's a fair
observation that I made.
Super fair.
What the hell was that noise? Was that your phone?
A ring.
Oh, okay. I kind of like that. It's nice.
Occult considering the dings.
It's like little wind chimes. Wind chimes. It's nice.
No, it's not. It's fucking annoying when it goes off every 5 seconds.
A lot of times I just leave mine on vibrate. Like everything just vibrates.
You got a stink bug on the ceiling.
I know. I've been watching it for like 30 minutes.
It was over there.
It was.
Like we're watching it go all the way over here. That I don't know if it's going for that ladybug or what.
A ladybug will F that thing up.
Well, that thing's been bouncing back and forth between your flag and the window.
I like the ladybugs. I actually let the ladybugs stay in the house.
Okay.
Ooh, no, I don't.
Yeah, man, they eat, like if you have aphids on your plants.
Have you been bit by one of those?
No.
They fucking hurt.
I'm the plant. I'm the plant guy. Like they were like, hey, you are the provider of plants for us in the house. Like we will like you. They don't bite me.
Jesus Christ, he posts
Fuckers
so
bite
much.
me. I've been bit by them before. They hurt.
I think I've been bit by one before. It didn't hurt me that bad.
A wood roach?
No, the.
Oh, I know, but those hurt too.
That's funny.
Is this Trump's?
Yeah.
Why is it not playing? Oh, come on.
It's only 4 seconds.
Let's see. Yeah. Oh, here we go.
We're going to buy American. We're going to buy America. Folks, so trade rules. Buy America has been the law since 1933. Also caps and won't even go into effect until 2025. And by the way, that law was written and the benefit expires in 2025. New electric grids that are able to weather major storms and not prevent those forest fires.
So, unfortunately, I do believe that the entire thing is from last year.
Folks, so trade rules. Buy America has been the law since 1933.
But the fact that he
Also
posted
caps
it
and
is
won't go into
fucking
effect
hilarious.
Until 2025. And by the way,
The
that law
Pinocchio
was
one
written
just gets me every
and the
time.
benefit expires in 2025.
And the ring bounces off his nose.
New electric grids that are able to.
Anywho.
Trump is a pretty hardcore boomer though. He's like, look at this funny filter. Like,
Look at this. This is hilarious. Let's see.
I think that man may post every 30 minutes.
I think he may post every 2 minutes. What? Holy shit. Anyway, yeah, so it's been a fun show, but it is about that time.
Joe ready to go to bed.
And Justin's ready to go home. So, I think that wait, let me make sure that actually. Okay, yeah. We didn't get any copyright things, so that's great. But again, if you enjoyed the show,
well, State of the Union is public property, for sure.
Yeah.
Our taxes pay for that shit.
If you enjoyed the show, give us a like, comment, subscribe, smash that bell icon with the non-existent force of 1,000 UFOs.
Don't send Joe over the edge again.
I will hit you with my hat.
If you can't catch us live, you can always watch the replay. If you don't want to watch, you can always just listen to the show wherever you listen to podcasts. We're on all the major platforms. But with that said, fuck Joe Biden.
He can eat a dick.
Thank you, Joe. I'm Justin.
I'm Joe, and UFOs are real.
Way to ruin my outro. I'm Kate.
UFOs are real.
Fuck off. Tally ho.
Tally ho.
Tally ho.
Tally ho. UFOs are